You're back. Himiko messaged me. She filled me in on the Star Rail Fest and the Phantom Moon's declaration. You're right. The fact that the Phantom Moon openly made a promise
To prevent the divine authority from falling into the wrong hands. After all, in most people's minds, they alone are the ones best suited to wield power. Right or...
Yeah, and that may be exactly what the Phantom Moon wishes to see. A spectacular, head-on battle of ambitions.
Madame Pearl has sent a communication request to the...
It hasn't been long since we parted. And here I am, disturbing you once more.
Please, there's no need to apologize. Given the urgency of this transmission, Madame Pearl, I assume you wish...
Nothing manipulates people's emotions quite like that moon in the sky. A permanent hand...
I can't help but wonder whether some malicious presence lurks behind the Phantom Moon. Still, who else but the elation...
In any case, the Phantom Moon's speech has made the public realize that the power to create a god is in their hands. Their emotions, and when normal people believe...
What do you...
We need to take action and put a stop to Full Wish before things get even worse. Even if I'd never joined the Phantom Moon Games, We cannot allow her to deceive and poison innocent people in the name of happiness.
Agreed. Given the likelihood of Full Wish acting unpredictably, we should confront her with everything we have. That reminds me, I've been wondering, the happiness surgery taps into the power of abundance, yet Full Wish seems perfectly normal. Just, how did she get her hands on...
Perhaps it's the lingering poison left behind by the 15 years ago, the monster who turned living flesh into his artwork would, in the heat of combat, slip into bouts of frenzied elation and delirium. The murderous mark he left behind, the bloody bloom, was no mere delusion. According to his interrogation transcripts, he claimed to witness a brilliant golden tree promising him everlasting life. He claimed that in his hallucinations, the golden tree's branches coiled around him, drowning him in frenzy and pleasure. He wanted its blossoms to bloom before all, and to bring about that miracle, he was willing to slaughter without restraint. In hindsight, it's clear that the Herald of Death was a supplicant who bore the power of abundance. Right now, in plain Arcadia, how many have undergone the happiness surgery and turned into potential abominations of abundance? Full Wish. What has happened to you over the years? Hiding behind... I need more information about this junior of mine. I plan to head to Graphia Academy. If we're to investigate Full Wish, we need to examine the traces left behind from the Herald of Death incident that took place during the last Phantom Moon game. If you're set, let's get moving.
Well, after that so-called dream campus experience, we've ended up back at Graphia Academy. Wait a minute. This nostalgia isn't an after effect of the Sparksy virus, right?
Don't worry, March. The Department of Aberration Defense conducted a comprehensive...
That's a relief. The last thing I need is to be mid-investigation and suddenly morph into some hopping dance.
Yes?
Himeko! There you are at last. Now, the news said you got into a huge fight with those, what were they called? Warriors at the Floating Isle exhibition. I sent you a dozen messages, and you didn't reply to a single one. Do you have any idea how... But, seeing that you've come to tell me you're safe in person, I'll let this slide. If you're really so preoccupied, a message or a call would do, you know. Ah, it's you two. I saw you on the news as well. Valiantly fought, huh?
Well, now it feels like we're the underlings of Warlord Himeko.
In any case, I'll leave Himeko in your hands. Please.
Stop. Every time you and she get together, the I'm fine. I'm good. Your daughter's no porcelain doll. We came here...
I know. I understand. You didn't come as my daughter. Rather, I am currently But tell me, has there been progress on the new Herald of Death case? I wasn't expecting...
In rounds?
The Department of Aberration Defense also sent someone here before you. They inquired about Fullwish, but regrettably, I truly don't know how to answer. On one hand, I wasn't here 15 years ago. On the other, she is still... I'm aware that you're involved in the investigation, too. So, I compiled the pertinent documents ahead of time.
Thank you, Mr. Ryusuke.
Go ahead. The files are inside the archive room. Take whatever materials you need. You're always welcome. Other than the archive room, you could also try talking to Miss Dolly. She's the longest serving.
Then we'll try the archive room. Let's go, you two. Thank you, Dad.
We should be able to find the archive room and Miss Dolly around...
Oh my goodness! I thought I recognized you in the distance. Himeko, it really is you!
Miss Dolly, please forgive me for not coming to see you sooner. I've been back for a while now, but...
Don't worry about it. I'm simply... I must apologize about the mask you entrusted me.
Please, I can't thank you enough for safeguarding the mask.
Look at you. You haven't changed a bit. Foolish. The poor child who survived. The school organized a fundraiser for her back then.
The fitness club will be remembered.
Garden Star of Botanical Study.
Well, did you find anything?
I'm so sorry. I just couldn't finish hiding up the ribbons, and now I've dragged you into staying.
Don't worry about it, Belle. It was my turn on duty today anyway.
Himeko? Is this?
Yes. In this imaginated classroom, the after images of the students from 15 years ago.
Tomorrow is the school anniversary. I wonder how lively it will be. They've invited parents here. Will your parents be coming? Oh, Full Wish?
That's Full Wish from her youth.
Yeah, Dad already took time off. By now he's probably out on the streets with Mom, picking out formal wear. If it's my daughter's performance, we have to dress to the nines. That's just like him.
Then you'd better put on a...
There won't be a show anymore, Belle. Because unexpected guests have arrived. Everyone from the Astral Express and Himeko. I didn't expect to... Did you enjoy yourselves at Star Rail Fest? Did you grant those smiling kids their wishes and bring joy to everyone?
Full Wish.
"15 years ago, with the tacit approval of the IPC and the Arcadia Council, you and I, the residents..." I, Full Wish, survivor of the blood-stained games.
Hello, everyone, and
Ugh, so shameless. Reporting news about your own station director on your own TV station, and you still have the gall to pretend you've received some shocking news?
I see. Full Wish actively issued a challenge. I ran a search. Seafeld City is a port town neighboring Duo-Mention City. Full Wish TV's predecessor, Seafeld TV, is located there. Looking at it this way, the televised debate is obviously nothing more than a diversion. What do you think?
You're really going to the TV station to fight her?
I'll go, but not to debate. I'm going to tear off her mask of happiness, but before we act, I need more.
Help? We can all help you. Wait.
Sparksy.
Ever since Sunday was dragged into the Phantom Moon Games by Yao Guang. However, I haven't heard of him making any public appearances either. Asking him to cooperate as a wild card right now is a good idea.
But what's the deal with finding...
Whether Sparksy counts as our ally is a massive question mark. But right now, there is indeed something we need her help with. Full Wish said that when loneliness trapped her in that small room, the Master of Elation sent her a mask. Her claim might just be a glorified way of saying, but that phrasing reveals that she is like... If every fool has stepped into the tavern before,
How we track down the clues about SparksyCon.
Sparksy. Will she stand on our side? Well, this is certainly a condition she wouldn't be able to turn down.
You just said, as for the brewing storm, whether the turmoil once again is the result of the laughter's mischief. What exactly? You mean to say the Joy Seeker wants to destroy the very rules they laid down, the game they wove with their own hand?
Come over here. This fox mask is a ritual instrument I once used in dance and music. It accompanied me across vast distances in search of an elixir of immortality. A mark I've lost count of how long it has been since I last wore it since being enlightened and transplanted here. But here it is, presented upon the altar again, which means...
As the game's referee, you've been pushed onto the field. In this moment, you are now a supplicant.
For over a century, I presided over a war game in which supplicants carved out their own territories and vied for supremacy, using the power of the masks. I've also hosted survival games where emanators took the stage to compete, invoking eonic powers to try and slaughter every last opponent in a single day. Whenever the Phantom Moon Games are at risk of being suspended or disrupted, I will use the authority granted by the Elation and the Abundance to measure, judge, and punish any violators. I guess you could call me the security protocol for the Phantom Moon Games. But now, someone has gone and designated me as a supplicant. It's utterly unheard of. Who else but the laughter could pull off something like this?
Perhaps. Some entity harboring a deep-seated hatred for the
Who could it be? Entities like that. I couldn't count them all even if I used my toes. I warned that jerk ages ago. Take a joke too far, and you're bound to make enemies. See? Instant karma.
Never mind who he is, or what he's after. We're here, now. So what do you plan on doing? Fortune rests upon misfortune, and misfortune gives rise to fortune. Becoming a supplicant isn't necessarily a bad thing. Wouldn't that allow you to step openly into this chaos and drag the puppet?
You're looking to team up with me? Team up with someone from the abominations of abundance that you Xianzhou people despise?
That's hardly appropriate. You're an ancient sacred tree. It's the furthest thing from an
Oh? Your standards are certainly flexible. The hunt and the abundance. We really make quite the interesting pair. So, where do you plan on starting?
How about we start by freeing my friend in the tree?
I nearly forgot about that. Chip away, little bird. I'll allow it.
General Yao Guang and Miss Fox, I've received some news that might interest you.
A happiness surgery that wipes away suffering. The power of abundance in this world is disgustingly excessive. It seems the most terrifying omen I foresaw may not originate from the Stellaron hunters, nor from plain Arcadia itself.
If you can, I would ask that you direct your focus toward Seafeld City.
You want to take a trip to Seafeld City? It seems I'll have to use some special measures to shorten the journey.
Oh, this is the part I've been looking forward to the most. I've always been curious where exactly this secret court is located, and what it...
Xianzhou lady, let me show you this world's most impressive method of travel. Here we are! You haven't said a word the whole way, Xianzhou Diviner. Are you mesmerized by the scenery? Or is there something in your divinations weighing on your mind?
After casting divinations 1,000 times, one may learn to keep a still heart. Yet, that is why, before divining, I usually wipe clean my mind's eye to clear away stray thoughts.
Take a word of advice from someone slightly your senior. Maybe it's nothing new to you. If we treat every approaching calamity like a final reckoning, wouldn't an infinite lifespan turn into prolonged suffering?
Enjoy the present. Indeed. Yet, worldly joys are fleeting as morning dew, while our duties are...
Diviners often miss the fun right in front of them because they foresee tomorrow's suffering. But have you ever thought about this? That so-called suffering of tomorrow might just... It is precisely because we know the ending that every scene along the way is so precious and unique, isn't it? Look at this harbor before us. When I first set foot here, all these streets, as far as the eye could see. The seas had been vaporized, leaving only fractured seabeds and ash that blotted out the sun. The demonic legions from beyond still hadn't departed. Just on the mountain over there, a painter and I looked out at the iron red scars on the earth. She told me, that which vanishes is bound to return. She swore to use her brush.
It seems she succeeded.
And so, I too shall keep my promise to her, maintaining the course of the Phantasmoon Games until the sands of time slip away. With every descent into this game's cycles, I shall enjoy myself to the fullest. Like sipping tea, be it sweet or bitter, I shall savor the flavor of every instant. To do otherwise would be a disservice to the people and things that have passed.
To savor a fleeting moment against the backdrop of eternity. Naturally, the flavor is profound. A pity, though. Even as a long-life species, my time is brief compared to yours. Miss Evanescia, what to you is a game to be savored? Is a life and death reality?
Alright then. Next up, I'm entering brooding and edgy serious mode.
That won't be necessary. I shall use the Eye of Ishvara to divine the fates of the people in Seafeld City. If they face imminent catastrophe, a red fate slip will be hanging above their heads. The rainbow surveys the heavens, perceiving 1,000 forms. Across the meridians of destiny, the Jade Abacus reveals its script. The celestial eye opens and shuts, as calamity and fortune reveal themselves. Calamity looms overhead. The crimson slip. Mr. Sunday will share my insight with you through the spirit bird, Miss Evanescia. Please, bear witness.
Is that their fate hanging over their heads?
Precisely. Come on, let's take a closer look. Odd. Why do these people have wheel slips hanging
Astral Express! Boo!
Bid farewell to pain.
So, this so-called ruling, does it involve summoning a bolt of lightning from the sky to just zap foolish dead out of nowhere?
It's nothing so violent. For my judgment, I must first retrieve the sacred instrument. We're almost there.
Attention visitors, please keep off the grass and refrain from picking flowers. We ask that you treat public facilities.
Is this it? That's a cute puppy. Looks like it's taken a liking to you.
I'll just borrow this cutie's head for a sec. Here we are!
treat. Thank you for your cooperation. Enjoy your visit. May the laughter keep you smiling.
What do you think? It's beautiful, isn't it?
Compared to the Yuchue scenery, I suppose it's more natural.